What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, it is free to subscribe, turn on some notifications, hit the LaBelle, ring it, touch it, smell it, talk to it. We're already getting weird to begin the video. Today I want to really focus on the Berber Spin cancellation, which is one of the most effective methods, but maybe even more importantly, if you don't quite understand or haven't grasped cancellations and why they're going to help you improve your results in FIFA, this is the video for you. This is the easiest way to implement them. It gives you a little more of some time, a longer introduction. Just because the Berber Spin has slight delay or it's a little bit of a slower skill move, it makes it where it's easier then to introduce, to make friends, to collaborate with a cancellation. If you want more complex and complications regarding skill moves, please like this video. And I'd like to know what tips and tricks you're still interested in. I know we're in a later stage of FIFA, but the game always evolves. As the year goes on and we see meta shift and different patches, we always see new ways of trying to be innovative and creative and just making your mark on the game, being expressive. Put that in the comments, please and thank you. But this video is gonna have you mastering cancellations. I promise you that. If you have questions, ask below. I repeat, use the comments, ask me below. I wanna get you right. First off, in order to execute a Berber Spin cancellation, you will need at least a 4-star skiller, mainly because for a Berber Spin, that's required, unless you want it to look extremely sloppy. In theory, you could do this with anyone for the most part, but the slowness of the execution makes it where it's no longer valuable. You're not gonna have that silky, clean, Mr. Clean execution. It's not gonna be crisp. These are just the facts. And in order to execute a Berber Spin on the right analog stick, you're gonna go up and to the right, or you can go up and to the left. And the big takeaway, if you're unsure on how to do a Berber Spin, and there are videos on my channel, is that it's a flicking motion as opposed to having that free flow with the right analog. And adding a cancellation, a complication, you're just gonna hold L2 and R2 if you're on the PlayStation, or LT and RT on the Xbox. It's more a matter of timing, but it allows you to basically cancel out of that skill move, and it's become an effective method to go into other skill combinations, to stop the play, to shake a defender, give a little bit of a shake and a bake. Cook, chef, dirty Mike. Allow me to elaborate before we get into all these examples, because we're gonna get nasty nice with some of the goals that are gonna be generated. So you're in the arena. This is the best place to start. Berber Spin, as is, traditional Berber Spin. So the big key here, and the reason that this is the best skill move in my opinion to start to introduce and really learn cancellations, is because you have a little more of a delay in terms of being able to go into the secondary skill, because you need time to do a cancellation. And if you've never done this before, it's not something that was in any previous FIFA, definitely not to this degree. It's not gonna feel natural. It's not organic. It's gonna take you time to learn how to do this. So as you're executing the Berber, you're now gonna hit L2 R2 if you're on the PlayStation, or LT RT on the Xbox. So right there. I wish that it showed my controls on this screen. I think I'm gonna go into a kickoff game just to show you what it looks like as I'm doing it. But you can see the cancellation side of everything that's happening. So that's basically Berber Spin, and then you have a second to hit L2 R2. So Berber Spin and then L2 R2. Berber Spin, L2 R2. And it doesn't have to be all in one motion. In fact, if anything, when you're doing the skill, you need to do it almost in 2 secondary moments or crossbar challenge. Another fantastic way to practice, and you can see the controller in the top right hand corner. If you go into settings, you can add that. That is in game. It's new with the latest FIFA patch. And then you can practice doing the skills, and you can see what I'm doing with my controllers at the same time. So even if you want to zoom in there where we have a little bit of a cross comparison, I want you to see what this looks like, what it feels like, what the controls are as well. And I mentioned it earlier, but if someone doesn't have 4-star skills, they could still do it. So look at Varane. Did you see how slow it was though? The effectiveness is kind of lost when you're doing a cancellation of a skill that slow, in my opinion, but it's still possible to do. It just looks like such a odd animation that I don't know where it would be beneficial, because a big reason that you're doing it with your midfielders or your attackers is to open up space, to throw your opponent off, but the execution has to be quickly done in order for it to have that value. But I just wanted you to have in the top corner example of the exact controls of how this works, how quickly you have to do it in order to get the result that you're looking for. Next up, clip breakdown. Or in this case, maybe a showcase. Ah, it's begun! Maybe my favorite portion of the video. And as I said, this might end up looking a little more like that razzle dazzle, but I want to showcase the full effectiveness of what you can achieve throughout the weekend league if you have cancellations in your arsenal. And there are multiple manipulations of cancellations, and that's why I'm making this video, to get you right. And then from here we can build. I said that at the beginning. If you want more of this here, that upper echelon, please drop a like on the video. That tells me, and it's free, that Mike, we want more of this. Don't stop here. Jones, Armstrong, wait for it. Ah, there's this one right here. Ah, and you could do that off the reverse. The reverse. I was turning back to the inside. I back out of that. I'm winning my 1v1 matchup. This is the guy that I'm trying to shimmy and shake against. I need that. I want that. And then we add a roulette. Smash Central. I celebrate. You celebrate. All happens live on the stream. Twitch.tv/Mike LaBelle. We bring it together. Did I mention this can be used as a gateway skill? I often throw out early cancellations in order to try to bait a defender to making a mistake, or knowing that I'm going to go into a secondary skill following the cancellation, as you just saw with the roulette. More can be better. If the quality does not drop off, peep this goal. Shout out to Mkhitaryan. We let it roll. Dummy. Wait for it. Cancellation. And then we use that scoop turn. That's brilliant. I might have to watch that back. That's just a brilliant sequence. And you can see what I'm looking to accomplish here. And I might sound a little bit like a broken record, but it's important that you understand when you're utilizing cancels, yes, you can beat the opponent, and it can be the mainstream final stage, beat the boss, last ditch skill, but it is often an opening or a conversation starter that then goes into your secondary scoop, or maybe your directional bridge, or the roulette, or the heel to heel. You can add it in with other skills in such a clean way, and it just allows you to watch how the defense moves, how the midfield resurfaces, how they refocus. Are they on your hip? Are they off your hip? You're trying to create space and buy yourself some time in a creative manner. Run this back 2 times. You see that dummy ball roll, and then you have that cancellation, and I can see the space between myself with Mkhitaryan and his Ramos, which informs me that I still need to utilize some other skill, that I still got work to do here. You see the scoop, and then the finesse shot. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Something else that should be noted with the cancellation, you can do this anywhere on the pitch. I do love an end line, always have, but it has universal and versatility written all over it. Mkhitaryan again. Wait for it. Berber down the line, and then I cancel. And this actually doesn't work out that well. My secondary skill, wrong choice. I'm going to go in a fake shot. It wasn't the cancellations problem. I was just trying to figure out, can I beat this man, or is there going to be a free pass into El Shaarawy? I go for a fake shot, as said. A little bit of a mistake. We recover it, bounce back, stop, pop, step through it, my man. Step through it, my man. Just wanted to kind of take a deeper dive or a glance on an end line example. I've got another one. DJ Khaled voice. Repeat and replicate. This has been one of my favorite areas to definitely showcase that expression. Here we go, Navri. There's the cancellation, and then we still attack the end line again. Attack that line again, and we're looking for a pass across. Now this goal is going to be special, not necessarily because of the pass across, but just how the play develops. If you saw it live, you already know what's coming. Surge, there's a fake shot, perfect execution. Maybe a little bit unlucky, but wait a second. Podolski, yes sir. What do you have for us? Highlight material, premium quality FIFA. We salute it. Hand clap. That just seems like the right time and place to end the video. If you enjoyed the content, please drop some love. I try to bring out really helpful examples and detail what's needed, what's necessary to actually implement this skill set into your gameplay. And I was a bit of a late adopter with some of the cancellations. I saw them, I appreciated them, I watched them, and then I started to finally say, wait a second, there's ways and there's methods of putting this into your game that makes sense. And it started with the Berber cancellation for yours truly, and then we started going into the La Croqueta, or maybe even some of the fake shot cancellations. I saw an Elastico cancel yesterday. I didn't even know that was possible, especially not with fluidity and free flow. But you already know the drill. We upload daily, and I have a lot more content coming out here ASAP. I appreciate all of you.